What's going on YouTube? It's your boy B-KASH and we're back with another video talking about the NFL and the NFL draft. Today I'm doing a prospect ranking of the top 5 quarterbacks. The running backs video is coming really soon. I mean, I didn't finish all the graphics for it, but it's still coming soon. I have another series in the works. But let's get into these quarterbacks right now. Now, coming in at number 5, I have Will Greir, quarterback from West Virginia. He's on the older side. He's going to be, 24 by draft time. He's a decent quarterback, has a good pocket. Well, he's good in the clean pocket. He'll burn you up. But that's only in a clean pocket. Not that good under pressure. Yeah, that's a quick breakout of Will Greir. And his projection, he could go first round depending on the team. But his actual talent's probably his mid-second to third or fourth. But, yeah, now we're going to get it to the comparison. And now his comparison would be Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins from the Minnesota Vikings. They have similar qualities in terms of their mechanics and stuff, but also similar qualities in the fact that they both do not possess the clutch genes and they both crumble under pressure. I know this firsthand because I'm a Redskins fan and Kirk Cousins was here and we lost the game because he threw a pick. Well, I remember Ryan Grant slipped, but it was probably more than that one instance. But yeah, Kirk Cousins is a comparison for a Will Greir. Coming in at number 4, I have Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones from Duke has the size at 6'5", 220. So he has that elite size. But his size doesn't really match up with his arm. He doesn't have the strongest arm for somebody that you would think at 6'5", 225, the 220. But he has a pretty deep ball. Doesn't have the best arm, but he's probably the best quarterback under pressure in this draft. Wow. As Duke probably had a terrible offensive line, but when I was watching tape, he could still keep his composure and get the throws off under pressure. So yeah, he's probably the best quarterback under pressure in this draft class. And now I'm gonna have to get into the comparison. Actually, not yet. I have to do the projection. Projection is probably first round. The Redskins may scoop him up at 15. Or he may slip out of the second round. But his grade is probably a second round grade to a third or fourth round grade. But now we're getting into the comparison for Daniel Jones. In my comparison for Daniel Jones would be Nick Foles from the Philadelphia Eagles. They have a similar deep ball. I would say that's the main thing, but the size is similar. They're both, Nick Foles is 6'6", elite size for both of them. But I would say Nick Foles he's pretty good under pressure. But yeah, that's my comparison. The size and Nick Foles definitely has a stronger arm, but yeah, that's my comparison. It's not that I'm not that confident or proud of this one, but Nick Foles to Daniel Jones. Coming in at number 3, Kyler Murray, quarterback from Oklahoma. And on this hand, he doesn't have elite size, standing at 5'9", 185 pounds. There's questions about his size. People say he doesn't have enough weight to play at the NFL level. He'll sustain too many injuries. But yeah. So a quick breakdown of him. He has no sense of pressure. He plays like he's rushed and it's a clean pocket. He's always bouncing. He's always ready to leave. He's a one-read quarterback and he doesn't come off of it. Yeah, that's just a quick. He's an elite athlete, though. If you want some pros, he's an elite athlete. He does have a good arm, and he does have a pretty looking deep ball too. Pretty good accuracy on it too. But yeah, the cons kind of outweigh the pros with Kyler Murray, but his projection is probably mid first round. I think this is the more likely pick for the Redskins. It's not the best one, but I feel like it's the pick that the Redskins would make at 15 because I feel like he'd be there. Or the Dolphins could take him, though. I don't have the Dolphins taking quarterback in any of my mocks, though. That's the thing. Murray to the Dolphins is probably, yeah. But I don't have it in any of my mocks, though. I feel like, why would you pick a quarterback now when you could tank for Tua and get a quarterback next year? But, yeah, we're going into his comparison. His comparison is Johnny Manziel. They had similar college success. They're just elite college playmakers, not quarterbacks. College playmakers, with Johnny Manziel being a Heisman and Kyler Murray being a Heisman. Have similar accolades, have similar size. Not really. Johnny Manziel has 4 inches on him. Johnny Manziel's 6 foot, and he has about 10 pounds. He's like 210. Johnny Manziel definitely has a better size, and Kyler Murray definitely has a better arm and is definitely a better thrower than Johnny Manziel. Don't get me wrong there. It's not the best comparison because Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Johnny Manziel. But at the college level, they might have some of the same NFL success, but I feel like Kyler would be better than Johnny Manziel. Because Johnny Manziel was a bust, but I loved him at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is my favorite college, and we won games with him. He was exciting to watch, just like Kyler Murray, but he's not a practical, conventional NFL quarterback, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's the comparison for Kyler Murray. At number 2, we have Drew Lock, quarterback from Missouri. He stands at 6'4", 225. He has that elite size, has the weight, has the height. Has a strong arm, too. There's some questions about his accuracy, though. He's a one-read quarterback, and he'll force that one read no matter what. Doesn't really come off of him that much. I already did a breakdown on Drew Lock, so if you want to go watch that, go ahead, feel free. But Drew Lock, his projection is top 10. I feel like he will go top 10. Oh, well, not anymore, because the Broncos actually got Joe Flacco, so that must mean that they're not getting a quarterback this year, and they may be doing the tank for Tua tactic and get Tua Tagovailoa next year. But yeah, so we have Drew Lock. His grade, his player grade is probably second round as well. Like, these guys wouldn't be going in the first round except any other year. If this was last year, Drew Lock is under Baker Mayfield. He's under Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, maybe even Josh Allen, just because he had that highly touted arm. But for the comparison for Drew Lock, I don't really have one. I thought maybe Josh Allen. No, not really. He has a much stronger arm, but they do have some of the same tendencies. But it just wasn't a good comparison. I didn't feel comfortable putting that in the video. So yeah, Drew Lock at number 2. And at number 1, we have Dwyane Haskins from Ohio State. Quarterback, 6'3", 220 pounds. He has good size too. Has a good arm. He's terrible under pressure. I just had to add that. He's awful. And some people try to say he's a dual threat quarterback. He's not. Just because he's black, he's not a dual threat. He's probably the best stand-up pocket passer in the draft. Has good accuracy. He actually goes through his progressions, unlike everybody else on this list so far. He's not a one-read quarterback. He's good through going through progressions, and he probably has the highest upside for a quarterback in this draft. His projection is top 5, maybe top 10 if he slips out somehow, but no, top 5 is his projection. No, not top 5, because I have in my mock I have him going 6. So never mind. Top 10. that he's not slipping out of the top 10. Somebody's going to trade up for him, or it's just going to go in the top 10 naturally. But his grade is probably late first. He's definitely the best quarterback in this draft class. Has the highest NFL potential, has the lowest bust potential. Um, yeah, he's probably the safest option at quarterback. Let's get into this comparison, which is Jameis Winston. Yeah, I know you may say Jameis Winston is a bust. Dwayne Haskins is similar size to Jameis Winston. Similar, I wouldn't say. I don't know if I would say similar arm talent because Jameis Winston has a strong arm. Yeah, it's similar though. It's similar. It's similar arm talent. And then Haskins definitely had like. Thing is, Jameis Winston is a good quarterback, but he makes bad decisions. He has bad decision making. Haskins, on the other hand, has much better decision making, and he like, I don't know. I would say like they're almost like the same player, except for Jameis Winston is just a horrible decision maker, and Dwayne Haskins goes through his progressions, and he's a great decision maker. Because sometimes Jameis Winston can light it up, but sometimes he just makes an awful decision. Like, what are you doing? Who are you throwing to? Why was that your hot read? But Dwayne Haskins is a comparison to Jameis Winston. But it's your boy B-KASH, and I'm out. Peace.